everyone, friends. Today we escaped from a brand new prison.
So far, the only new thing I see is the absence of a ventilation hatch and a hole in its place.
This is already something new. We ended up in a cell with some very sad guy. Well, I think it's worth passing by it.
This game looks like all other prison escapes, but here from the very beginning, all the tests are somehow different.
Yes, innovations such as fans and ventilation have already been added here. This is cool. Finally, the game will stop being monotonous.
Okay, this parkour should also apparently be different from the previous ones. Well, let's try to pass it.
So far, it doesn't look difficult. I think we can do it in record time.
But I like that the map creators have finally started trying to diversify this game. I'm already tired of playing the same type of prison escapes, in which the map creators simply repainted the textures and put new heads on the bosses.
Speaking of bosses, I'm really curious if they will add new mechanics to this game. We won't have to shoot a bazooka with food, will we?
I hope no. And I think they should stop making the final boss some kind of mega super cyber robot. They can come up with something else.
Okay, so far this game is all about parkour. Well, I think there will be something more diverse next.
What new would you like to see here? I can't even imagine how this genre can be diluted.
Whoa, look, this is the first boss. That's diversity. Let's see what we have to do against him.
Okay, the principle is the same. You press the button, go up, take a position where he can't reach you because he doesn't know how to jump, and run on. It happened before.
Well, we escaped from that fat farting cop. Okay, let's see where these yellow arrows take us.
Yeah, I can't believe we actually escaped from that angry cop. It was really stressful and intense, but we finally did it. Now let's see what the yellow arrows lead us to next.
More toilets? Yes, it seems that this is where the imagination of the map's creators ended. Let me guess. Now we will find a shovel in one of the toilet stalls and start digging. Am I right?
Yeah, it seems like the map creators were running out of ideas and just decided to fill the bathrooms with toilets. It's a pretty boring choice, but I guess they couldn't think of anything else to put here.
Okay, we didn't have to dig here. Apparently someone did it for us. Well, okay, let's go through this parkour that even a first grader can do with his eyes closed.
I'm glad we didn't have to dig here. It seems like someone has already taken care of it for us. Now let's try completing this simple parkour obstacle course. It should be pretty easy to do with our advanced jumping and balance skills.
I think we've gone through so many prison escape maps that even Jax has learned parkour. I'd rather play the poop game we hate so much than keep playing Jailbreak.
Yeah, I bet Jax could do a parkour course in his sleep now. We've definitely been through enough maps like this to master the parkour skills. And I totally agree. Sometimes I think I'd rather play the poop game than another one of these escape maps.
It is very strange that there was no test with a magma ball rolling through the tunnel. I wouldn't say I was looking forward to it very much, but it's quite interesting and adds something interesting to the gameplay.
Yeah, it is kind of strange that there's no magma ball test here. It seems like a pretty common feature of these escape maps, so I was expecting to encounter it here as well. It would have definitely added some extra challenge and tension to the gameplay.
At least it was a little more interesting than endlessly jumping on platforms. Okay, here comes the boss. Well, the principle remains the same, only instead of a lever, there is a key with which to open the door. Okay, nothing new again?
Yeah, it's definitely more interesting than just jumping on platforms. The boss is basically the same thing we've encountered before, just with a different item required for unlocking the door. It seems like we're getting used to these bosses since we've already faced like 2 of them by now.
Have they added trampolines in the prison dungeon? Is this a prison from some Disney cartoon? Maybe ponies and rainbows will appear here now? These map creators are either crazy or very lazy.
Yeah, it's pretty weird that there are suddenly trampolines here. It's like they're just throwing different items and obstacles into the game without really thinking about how it fits with the atmosphere and theme of the game. Maybe the map creators ran out of ideas and couldn't think of anything else to put here.
And again, the race with an energy drink. Only the route is a little different. Well, we were given the same game, only slightly changing the obstacles. This really makes me sad. Why didn't they add new gameplay like driving small cars? Like they did in Escape from School.
It is pretty disappointing that they're just using the same gameplay elements over and over again. The game feels really repetitive and gets boring quickly when they just recycle the same obstacles and challenges. I agree. They should have added some new gameplay mechanics like driving small cars or other new and interesting things.
It seems to me that the creators of this map are slightly obsessed with parkour. Otherwise, I can't explain why there are so many platforms and pipes to jump on.
Yeah, this level definitely has a strong parkour focus. It seems like they've really dialed up the amount of parkour obstacles in this area. I guess they figured that since we've managed to beat all the previous parkour maps, they need to make this one even harder.
I wouldn't say it's more difficult, it's just more boring due to the very monotonous gameplay. If I wanted to parkour, I'd go play Tower of Hell or something like that. But since I'm not a fan of parkour, I would add something like pets or shooting to this game.
I definitely agree. The parkour in this game just feels repetitive and tiresome. It doesn't add much to the game's overall gameplay and just feels like filler. If I wanted to do a lot of parkour, I'd go play a parkour-focused game as well. I would have much rather had them add something new and interesting like pets or shooting, as you suggested.
Well, now we are running through some kind of labyrinth, which is not actually a labyrinth because here the correct path is indicated by arrows. Okay, here's the new boss. This is the cook again, but he is already a woman. But the concept of this boss is taken from School Escape. Here you just need to run in a circle and open the door with the key.
That's right. This is the cook again, but this time, he's been turned into a woman. It's kind of strange that they would just recycle the same boss and basically just change the gender. It feels like the creators couldn't come up with anything new and original, so they just resorted to reusing the same concepts.
Are these trampolines again? Okay, it seems to me that the creators of the map have some new passion. Okay, but at least this is some kind of innovation in this game. You can say thank you at least for this.
And lasers. Are you seriously? Okay, there are 3 of them here. Not 2 on the same level, and they don't move. It seems to me that this cannot be called an innovation. This looks like hack work. They just did the same thing. Just stop them.
Okay, here comes the final boss. Isn't this a cyber super duper farting mega robot 3000? Wow. Okay, we have some kind of weapon. Nobody told us where and how it came from. Well, let's defeat this gigantic cop Giga Chad.
Yes, it sure looks like the final boss. The cyber super duper farting mega robot really is something else. It's giant and imposing, and it looks like it's gonna be quite a challenge to beat. Good thing we have some kind of weapon at least.
This guy's HP decreases quite slowly, and he doesn't stand in one place. This is very cool. Finally something interesting in this game.
I still can't understand what kind of weapons we have and where we got them from. This is a pretty serious flaw. In the last game, the bazooka was in the cook's room, and in this game, weapons just magically appeared in our hands.
Okay, we beat him. Wait, is that all? No trips in an armored vehicle and no going to the helipad? Yes, these guys are definitely very lazy. This game was quite short.
Okay, it looked like a demo version of a regular Prison Break. I think we should try playing it, just in a more hardcore mode.
Okay, here comes Hardcore Mario Prison. We set the difficult mode, so everything should definitely be more interesting here due to the increased difficulty.
Let's see what the complexity of this mode is. I don't believe this game can be made really difficult.
They've already added some mines and lasers. I think this should definitely take the gameplay of this game to the next level. Difficulty is very welcome in Roblox.
Look, these platforms are closing one by one. To complete this, you need to catch the timing and get to all platforms before they close.
Well, so far I'm doing pretty well, although it's very difficult. Now I need to get into this ventilation and not be killed by the laser.
It was difficult, but you did it. Great job, Jax. Let's continue like this. I'm sure you will succeed.
Look, there's a boss up ahead. I wonder how they complicated it. Maybe they added some movement speed to him and now he's super fast.
Oh no, he caught you. Looks like you're right, Regatta. He's really faster than a normal boss. Well, now the button is pressed and you can immediately run to the stairs.
We've only been playing this game for 2 minutes, but I'm liking it more and more. These complications of the gameplay breathed a second life into it. Finally, I became interested in playing Prison Escape.
Well, let's move forward. I think it will be even more interesting next. Wait, are those really 2 giant spinning lasers? Damn, that really makes this challenge harder. This is very cool.
It seems to me that Jax has become such a professional in his field that he passes any parkour lightly. Even here, he passed everything on the first try. Well done, Jax. Keep up the good work.
I think we've been playing long enough for today. It's time to say goodbye to our viewers. I think we can continue to walk through this map if our viewers want it.
Thank you for watching this video to the end, friends. I hope you enjoyed this game. If so, please give it a like so we can continue to go through it. I also remind you that we read all your comments and try to play your favorite games. All you need to do is write the name of your favorite game in the comments. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, click on the subscribe button under this video and turn on all notifications so as not to miss a video with your favorite game. See you soon, friends. Bye-bye, everyone.